please welcome HOBY board member and 1991 alumnus and senior vice president and general counsel of Sotheby's International Realty, Sanoj Stephen.
Thank you, Megan. I'm happy to say that Sotheby's International Realty is a proud supporter of HOBY, and we're thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of our distinguished slate of honorees. I want to acknowledge a special debt of gratitude that I owe to two individuals, Robert W. Galvin and P. Roy Vagelos. You might recognize those names. Bob Galvin was a chairman of Motorola, and Roy Vagelos was the CEO of Merck. But in addition to being captains of industry, these two gentlemen will always have a special significance for me. As Megan mentioned, 23 years ago, I was a HOBY ambassador from right here in New York. I had the incredible privilege of being selected as one of New York State's ambassadors to the World Leadership Congress that year. I had the chance to spend an amazing 9 days in Chicago with Hugh O'Brien in person, with HOBY ambassadors from all over the world, and getting to meet and interact directly with leaders from all over the country. These were leaders from the public sector and the private sector, executives of Fortune 500 companies, and entrepreneurs of exciting startups. I got to meet celebrities and media moguls like Oprah Winfrey and get up close and personal with sports legends like Bobby Hull. It was an amazing, unbelievable experience. And it was due in large part through supporters of HOBY, much like yourselves. And for me in particular, through the generosity of Robert W. Galvin and Roy Vagelos. You see, they were my personal sponsors. Their sponsorship is what made my ability to spend 9 days in Chicago at the World Leadership Congress possible. My HOBY experience was 23 years ago, but I still remember the names of the individuals whose generosity made my experience possible. A pledge of support to HOBY is something that leaves a lasting impression. It's something that will be felt and appreciated for years to come. 23 years from now, maybe someone will be standing here invoking the names of some of you in the audience tonight. A pledge of support to HOBY is a chance to touch the future. But we in HOBY's leadership would like to also recognize and acknowledge your support and generosity in the present, right here tonight. And that's why what I'd like to do right now is kick off HOBY's Text to Pledge campaign. Text to Pledge is going to allow us tonight to provide a visual acknowledgement of your support and generosity as a friend of HOBY in two ways. First of all, you can use your phones, and if you text a message of support and a pledge in any amount to HOBY, we'll be able to display it up on the screen here, our virtual wall of honor tonight. And number two, coming back to those pins that Megan mentioned earlier in the evening, if you text a pledge of any amount, that entitles you to activate your HOBY light pin and put it on so that everyone in the room can recognize you as a donor in our Text to Pledge campaign. This is how you can do it. If you can grab your cell phone, if you have an iPhone, a BlackBerry, an Android device, any phone that can send a text message, what you need to do is just send a text message to this number that's on the screen right now and include your name, your company's name, whatever message you'd like to send that will display on the board here, and text a pledge for any amount that you choose. The cards on your chairs give you some examples of what HOBY can do with certain specific amounts, but a text to pledge for any amount entitles you to come up on to be displayed on our screen, and also entitles you to activate your light pins tonight. The number is active right now, so I'd love to see who wins the race to be our first Text to Pledge donor. You'll get some special acknowledgement here on the screen, and I'd like to call you out as well. If you can't get up there that quickly, then I'm sure Javier will point it out. But a text to pledge in any amount allows HOBY to continue in its mission to identify talented young people, put them in direct contact with leaders of today, and inspire them on a path to a lifetime of service and leadership. Again, the number is open right now, and you can text right now to this message, and we'll be able to display it tonight. Hugh O'Brien is fond of saying, "Shine bright, my friends." Let's see if we can light up this entire room. Thank you.